Okay. Yo, we recording. That's the thing, Accent Core Plus R, episode 0.06. It is Monday the 4th, May, January the 4th. Fuck it, whatever. I'm Kevin, also known as Rayla.
I'm Nolan.
Okay. Drew might show up. I don't know. He liked the tweet. So, that's my confirmation. If you
Yes,
like
that's what I was assuming.
If you like the tweet, that means you're good to go.
It means you know what's going on.
Yeah, that's like, uh, apparently, like, what is it? There's some fucking website that has like a button that's not a like, but an eyeball, and it's just like, I see you.
I
It's
I noticed your post.
like, I noticed, it's simple, I noticed you, the button, which, even though I laugh, I think is a good idea for a button, because you're like, I'm not giving you like, oh man, I really like this. I'm just giving you the, I see you. Because that's how I use likes. It's just like, yeah, I see that. I saw that
I
you,
see that.
you responded to my thing and said my drawing was good. So I'll give you that. So while we're on Twitter, we need to talk about that person that had the quote, the hot take on Twitter. First, it was the person that said that they hated every fighting game and every fighting game is stupid. So,
Okay. On literally the day after uh Christmas, uh I don't know, I'm not going to say the name, but you can find it. It's on everyone's timeline that has anything to do with fighting games.
yeah.
Uh they literally said, "All right, this has to be said. Fighting games are categorically bad."
Yeah.
And all of the fucking ideas for why fighting games are the worst thing ever are just the dumbest. It feels like this person maybe played two fighting games and got blown up in them.
Oh
And it's like,
yeah.
well, I guess this is the whole. This is the whole.
It
You know what?
all
Like I played all. I played Street Fighter and I played Smash Brothers. So these are all what fighting games are. I know.
and to me, at least that person, it felt like it was coming from a place of both salt and youth, which can mix in ways where I'm like, I get it. I get what happens, you get blown up, you're like 15, you say this game is stupid and everyone that plays it is stupid. And then
Some dude double perfects you online, and you're like, well,
yeah, this game's
I'm
trash. I
done.
hate it. Listen, like if you go to my Magic the Gathering stream, I am a full a point that Magic the Gathering, whenever I win, is a great game, and whenever I lose, it is terrible and should not be played. Like I'm not above. I understand that like that's salt, but it's also like at least with that kind of thing, I always feel it's with that sort of hot take, opinion take. Part of me just goes, okay, you do you. Like I don't need to get mad at it or have a response to it because it's sort of that's not a voice in the opinion or community that I care about, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm walking out to the mailbox and some random person just starts yelling at me saying that Magic the Gathering is terrible. You should be really playing the Gundam. No, just Yu-Gi-Oh. All in for you. Actually, no, that'd be cool. Like that's the problem. It has to be something like some random person just yelling. It's like, yeah, okay,
No.
you do you.
I'm sorry. They've also played two other games besides Street Fighter and Smash Brothers, and that was Soul Calibur and the Dragon Ball anime flying games.
Oh, well, no, I mean, okay, so with Soul Calibur, you can't like, oh god, I'm falling into it. Fuck it. With Soul Calibur,
Yeah, I know. Look,
it's hard.
Soul Calibur they didn't have like a lot to complain about, but it is still Soul Calibur.
I think, and it's also the idea that like I get it. I get that upsetness. I get being that way, and part of me like also feels bad. I think it's been said many times, but becoming the main character of Twitter sucks, especially if you're just like, if you don't deserve it. And to me, like, random kid becoming main character of Twitter, it's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, you done fucked up. At least I hope they're a kid.
I'd say they're young.
Okay.
We'll
Because
go
to
with
me,
that.
like that
They're a youngin'.
it didn't feel like it was someone my age, grizzled in my mid-30s, and being like,
No.
although technically, if I could make that exact same post, it would probably feel like nice joke, lol, because it's just the tone I have. I'm like, this game's categorically bad. It's like, yeah, you'd say that. Like, yeah, that's right. But it's just like, I think it's one of those things. At least I feel that, at least with fight video games, like, it isn't for everybody, and that's okay. Like, that person can play Street Fighter, say, I hate this and I never want to do it again, and I'm like, yo, that's fine. That's fine. I think the thing that got people is when the random person said they're categorically bad. Like, it's that level of not knowing how to use your words by saying, I hate this. But if you like it, that's okay. Because I think no one gets upset if you, like, me personally, I don't like, oh, I've already said it. Like, I don't like broccoli. I hate it. But if you do like broccoli, that's fine. Like, you're not either a better or worse person. I just don't like it.
I feel like this is more of the, if it's fighting games are categorically bad, it's like saying I don't like broccoli, therefore all vegetables are bad.
That's true. Or if you eat vegetable, you're an idiot. Because there's that sort of mindset, at least.
First of all, vegetables are worthless. And anyone that eats them is a dumb idiot. Okay. First of all, there's way better things you can eat that aren't vegetables.
Yeah, like chemicals,
right?
And animals.
Chemicals and animals and fruits. We don't need vegetables.
Well, okay. So how do we define potato? Like, I know it's like a root. Is that okay? Is the potato a vegetable?
So what's in this analogy? What game is potato?
I don't know. I'm trying to think about it. Like, what game is potato? That is kind of a fighting game, but kind of not. To me, that would be more Smash Brothers, honestly. Like,
yeah.
Like, to me, Smash Brothers is the potato, where you're like, it's a vegetable, but it doesn't really taste like a vegetable. But, you know.
No, it's Power Stone.
No, you're correct. It is Power Stone. Power Stone is the potato, where you'd be like, I mean, yeah, I would say Power Stone's a fighting game, but if someone said it isn't one, I would also be like, you're kind of right there.
Yes, that is true.
Like Anarchy Reigns, that kind of like third person brawler. Yeah, that's the potato.
I wish those would come back. They're the best kind of games.
Oh man, now I'm just thinking like not fighting games. Like I was way into For Honor when that came out. I thought that game was sick. I played
that game was so fun for me until I got fucking blown up by, how was it, Nabushi's the samurai character with the spear.
Oh, the poison lady?
Yeah.
Oh man. Like, cause I'm
like, whoop. I'm done.
I played the big fat guy, the Oni guy who had like the command grab.
Oh yeah.
I loved him. I played the Valkyrie. I really liked the Valkyrie. I played on like the knight side, I really didn't like any of the knight characters. I didn't play much of them. Like, they were okay. I played what was it? It was the barbarian with like the two-handed axe, because I
It's like Berserker or something.
yeah no yeah because there's the one with the two
Right.
axes, and then there's the one with like the big like Kratos axe or whatever. And I remember I liked
It was the
him.
main character Viking.
Yeah, Viking Ryu I liked because he had like a side dodge and just a poke. Like everyone else, well, so he saw all this stuff, but you could do like a dodge poke. It would just be this little jab, and it would do like enough either stagger or kind of hit him, and you'd. Oh god, was he? Oh god, okay, was he the one that would like ram you into the wall?
Yeah,
Oh, God, that game was cool.
he like shoulder charge you.
Yeah, you'd like just like kablam. I'm like, oh man. I hated. I think the one that always messed me up. It was on the. It was on the knight side. It was like the knight's assassin, the girl with the two daggers or whatever,
Yeah,
and she would just mess me up like
yeah,
every time.
yeah.
Every time. God, that game was good. That game was.
No, so
I just kind of fell
I
off of it.
yeah. Listen, like that first like 5 or 6 months, I loved the shit out of that game, and all I ever played was the Night Side, and I played the Crusader, which is the guy with the shield and the mace.
Oh,
And
where is he the one where you could like charge up that unblockable where you're just walking at him with like your flail? Was that the Crusader? Uh oh, Nolan went away.
okay, there we go.
Okay, as I was saying, it was the Crusader, the guy, he had like the shield where you could block everything, and you held down your heavy
Yeah.
attack and it would become unblockable, and he's just coming at you.
Yep.
Oh, that guy was cool.
All it was you hold down that button, you charge that attack, and just watch people either run away from you or run into you as you just smash them into the ground. So
Oh.
I played a lot of that Crusader, and then the other one I played was the Peacemaker, which is the big armored guy with the pole axe,
Oh yeah, he was
and
weird.
I only liked him because if you set it up perfectly, you could chain grab somebody from like a mile away and push them into a wall of spikes or down a pit.
Yeah, that was For Honor was a game that I would say was definitely you had to get in on like the launch and play it for like the launch window because that's when it
Yeah,
was super active and then everyone was going. What side did you choose? Like Knights,
Knight.
Vikings, or
I played mostly knight characters, so I chose knights.
oh, I went Viking because I think Vikings are cool.
Yeah.
And everyone knew that
Like
like
even when I got back into it, I like all I played was like the only other person I think I played it was the Centurion, which was supposed to be like the S tier character.
yeah, what did he do?
He just had a bunch of fucking like stun moves and could recharge his stamina fast.
Oh, that's already good because stun in that game was stupid. No, I went barbarian because it was like I thought I always like the Vikings. I think they're cool, and even though samurais while are cool, I'm not gonna be a weeb. I'm not gonna be a
Yeah.
weeb and pick the samurai faction. Even though I think my main was on samurai faction, so I'm like, no, I'm not playing that. No,
Well, listen, look, there's three types of people. There's the weebs,
yeah,
uh, uh, Deus Volt,
yeah,
and the pillagers.
exactly. You either want you want the armor, you want the pillaging with the axe, or you want the samurai honor, and that's it. And then they added like some Roman dudes. But yeah,
They had a Roman dude, but they're all like they were still knight faction, which was weird.
yeah.
And
Well,
then they added the Chinese
oh yeah, they
faction.
they did. I never played any of them
Me neither. I went back for a bit. I'm like, I looked at him and said, "That's neat," and then I turned the game off
because its
again.
time was
I've never been
done.
back since.
We
It's
had.
done, yeah.
I kind of it's that's also a game I would say that I feel like I got my time out of it where I played it, I enjoyed it, And when I was done, it was not like I didn't quit because I was like, oh, I'm sick of this game. I'm gonna write a Twitter post saying that all fighting games are bad. It was more like, no, I'm just done. I kind of
Yeah.
I'm done. I have no ill will. I'm just good game. I really would have liked like a For Honor 2. That would have been cool. Instead of Ubisoft
So I
Hotch.
have a real question.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I will say that was like I think that might have been like that time period where Ubisoft was making like decent games. I'm like, all right, awesome. And Ubisoft's coming back because it was that, and then the Division 1, and and
I think Watch Dogs 2. I liked Watch Dogs
yeah,
2.
Watch Dogs 2. That was it.
Watch
And I'm
Dogs
like,
2 was great. I really enjoyed that
Ubisoft
game.
coming back.
Yeah. And they did the Rayman Origins or
Bought
Legends, which I think
it
are
again because I love it.
those games are great. Um, I will defend Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle to the death. I think that game is way better than it has any right to be.
No, I'm not going to defend it, but I won't attack it.
Like that game is, I love that game. I'm thrilled for it. I was like, this game is just good. I felt
Is it just an XCOM?
Oh yeah, it was
That's it.
XCOM, but you had some Grant Kirkhope doing the music, and you had the music was good. The strategy was real good. It felt different enough from like XCOM because your characters could do like they had like moves and it's good. It's a good one. It's a good game. I
Okay.
bought the Donkey Kong DLC to that game because I liked it. Donkey Kong was cool. Also, that was just an excuse for them to put in all like the Donkey Kong Country remixes, which were sick. There's an opera level where you fight like an opera battle, and the entire battle, the guy's singing about how much Mario sucks, and you're just like, yo, this game's great. The minor spoiler, but like one of the final bosses, like in the boss gauntlet, is Rabid Wario and Rabid Waluigi. They show up, and everyone's like, "Oh,
These guys. Oh
yeah."
no.
That's also what I think it did really well is that the game itself does not like the Rabbids. Like everyone's just like, "Ugh, these things." It's really good. Drew is typing something.
What game were the rabbits in?
They started out in it was the first game for a Wii. I have it. And I think it's good. It was just like Rayman Raving Rabbids. It was basically a Wii mini game collection with a bunch of waggle. Key among it was the okay. It's okay, Drew. Drew's had a day. Do you have any comments for the podcast about Twitter hot takes or movies? I will say them.
I was watching that the other day.
Die Hard?
Okay. Die Hard's a good ass movie.
It's a good
Holy
fucking
shit.
movie.
Oh, that's a great movie.
It's
Love it so much.
it's really solid. Like it's the mold. It
I will say top 5 action movies for me. It's up there.
the reason that I didn't put it on my like movies of all time is because I didn't think it needed any shout outs or praise. it's like it's like I feel like that's wasting a spot. You know? Like you're like, oh,
Well, like I said, it's like top 5 action movies for me, but like in just my favorite movies of all time, it'll probably be in like top 20 or 30.
that's also I could see that. Like it's not it's like it's good. It's solid. I really like it. The other Die Hard movies are not as good. No, not as good.
That or being in the same. Yeah.
Yeah, Die Hard and Family Matters being in the same universe, that's good.
Oh,
You got Urkel showing up and
why?
Hans
Okay,
Gruber.
so why didn't? What was the news Die Hard? Was it Live Free and Die Hard?
I think so. I think that was the one where Bruce Willis teamed up with his son.
Okay, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm talking about the one where it was Bruce Willis, his daughter, and the hacker that was played by crap, I can't remember his name.
Drew says Happy New Year to all your listeners and avoid hot takes, which is valid.
Always
Message
avoid hot takes.
delivered. You always want to get
The
that.
problem is you don't know it's a hot take.
I think you do. I can have a feeling of like what feels like a hot take. Like I can kind of feel it in my gut when I'm about to say something that's gonna rub people the wrong way. The key is you just got to be like Pat and just go with your stupid crazy. Just go with it.
Oh no! See, you have an actual conscience and a mind. Most normal Americans don't.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I just remember there was the one Die Hard sequel. The one I remember where like the guy hacked the entire internet. Because that was like a penny arcade I liked where they kept watching it and he was like, my brain is dying. And the guy's like, I hacked every internet. He goes, how many internets? All of them simultaneously. And now we're controlling them. I was like, yeah.
Okay, no, it was Justin Lee and Bruce Willis, and Justin Lee was the hacker. I think that's the one.
Oh,
it was
God. Was that
so here's my problem. Why didn't they just have that one, but instead of Jason Lee, replace it with Urkel?
That would have been good.
Urkel.
Because then the stupid like is waved away. Like yeah, you have Steve Urkel.
Here's the problem: you don't call him Steve Urkel. You just call him Steve, and that's
you call him Steve. You get the actor, and then we could have had a proper voice for live action Sonic.
Yeah.
We could have had like, "Hey, I'm Sonic," like as it should be.
No, what happens is, Steve puts a virus into Timothy Oliphant's computer, and it's just the Steve Urkel face going, "Ha ha, you've been hacked."
Did I do that?
Nah, I do.
Did I do
that? At one point, he like hacks something and it makes like a plane crash, and he goes, "Did I do that?
Did I do that?" That's pretty good. Like he reverts to it.
That's just a fucking Halloween movie right there. That's literally what happens.
Yeah. No, I'm in
the writer's room.
No, I love it. I love stupid. Okay, so to transition into other, what do you know, Nolan, of Twitter Bean Dad?
I have no clue. I just saw something a little while ago, and I'm like, okay, and then I ignored it and kept going. So what is Twitter Bean Dad?
Okay, so Twitter Bean Dad is this guy. He apparently he's like some middle-aged kind of dude. Oh, am I getting middle-aged?
Wait, is this the guy with the bean can?
No, he is pure. He is thinking about those beans. That is like my favorite. That is my favorite internet meme picture. Because it's just the idea like a man so aggressively both like erotically charged, like I'm thinking about those beans. So good. But no, so Twitter Bean Dad is this guy, like late 40s, early 50s kind of guy, and he decided he has like a podcast. He's the bearded middle-aged man with podcasts, so you can picture him in your brain. His account has since been deleted. So anyway, he did a big ol' spiel about how his 9-year-old daughter was just hungry for beans for breakfast or something. And he said, "Okay, I'm not going to help you. Open the can of beans yourself." And she's like, "I don't know how to do it." And he goes, maybe you learn and figure it out. and she couldn't figure out like how to use a can opener. Like the not like the the kind where you gotta like screw that thing on there and turn it. Because it's kind of that thing, the thing that your parent probably showed you how to do.
That's it.
Oh, that's good. That's fucking good.
God. Fucking shit.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fucking incredible. No, I'll post that somewhere. Post that to your 12 retweet. But anyway, so like we were so
but
like
it's like using the hand one.
yeah,
Where you just put it on the can and just turn the lever.
yeah. It's the thing that.
Oh wait, was he using like the old one, like the can opener you'd?
No, not the one that's like a hook, and you gotta just get in there with. No, it was the one where you gotta crank it, and it's the thing that your parents showed you how to do in like 1 minute or under, just to be like, here, you do this and turn it.
Yeah.
At least that's how it was with me. It's like you want your SpaghettiOs, you put this in, you turn it, you pour the SpaghettiOs in your bowl, and you microwave it for what it says on the can.
You want your Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's that, and one of those things where like yes, and that skill probably isn't the same because nowadays our soups just come in like you just peel off the top and microwave it in its own little container.
You got a fucking soda, a pop top on them.
Yeah,
which I love, by the way, because that's fantastic.
Dude, I love those soups. Those soups are incredible. I always have a tomato soup around in case I get sick. Like I always have like a tomato soup, and then I have I think it's like the hamburger and potato, and it's like a vegetable stew one because that's always the one to eat the next day after I become well. Where I'm still like not good enough for real food, but I want like a stew.
No, I always have a tomato and a chicken noodle.
Yeah,
the staples.
Yeah.
And then maybe like 1 or 2 Chef Boyardees laying around.
Hell yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Case.
But anyways,
that's emergency food.
So basically he was getting ratioed the shit because he basically he decided to have like he thought he was having a cool dad moment by making his daughter incredibly frustrated for dinner or something, and everyone ripped on him. Most people don't think the story was real, but regardless, he became main character of Twitter. And what happens when you become main character of Twitter is people look at your Twitter feed, and it turns out he had a lot of things to say about the Jews.
Ooh.
and he had some political opinions, and so what happened is basically his career's done. He's just done. He got deleted from the internet in roughly a day.
Oh, jeez.
And this is apparently he was on like a bunch of shit. He was with he did the theme song to the My Brother and Me podcast or whatever. So the guy was like doing internet shit, but he just destroyed everything in one fell swoop because he thought it would be a cool idea to talk about a potentially real story where he made his daughter frustrated trying to open a can of beans. And that is the tale of Bean Dad.
Ooh, okay, yeah, no, some of the.
Yeah, you've seen some of those pictures about.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
As a student of Hitler, I'm worried about the fuck.
I don't know. It's bad. It's real bad. He might be trying to be like some of those. I think maybe are jokes. I can't. It's bad.
Oh, man.
It ain't a good. It ain't
really
a good
bad.
look. I'm not a comedian, funny man, but my tweets don't look like that.
No,
my tweets are like, why is that Goblin fan art so thick? Why'd you do that?
First of all, I don't think it's a joke when someone says my armored car just arrived and surprise, it's full of Jew lawyers.
Ooh, I didn't hear that one. Okay, there's too many.
Oh wow.
Oh, there's too many of those.
That's not a joke.
Oh.
There's there is no joke context other than, hey, I heard a person say this once, and that was it.
Oh, this isn't good. That's so apparently the new so Milkshake Duck became something that people loved and became bad. So now the new term is Bean Dad, and Bean Dad is something that was kind of shitty and became worse. Like you're, you're like, oh, yeah. So that is the saga of Bean Dad. Which brings us to the theoretical question of if you do have some racial hot takes, maybe you should say them, because then we can know what you're about. I'm just that's my advice.
Yes.
Just put it out there.
If you're a racist or a whole person, just do it.
Yeah, just
don't be scared. Just
get it out there.
Do it.
Get it out there. Let everybody know how you feel about them and what they're up to.
I think everyone should put their bad takes out.
That's what it is. I think there's some truth to maybe you should get those out there. Show
whether it's about how you dislike Jews or how you dislike fighting games.
Yeah, it's
go ahead and lay it all out.
Yeah, lay it all out there. Because what makes you think it's like fighting a person? They're not so bad. They just don't like a video game.
That I can forgive.
I get you heard the beginning of the podcast. I was being very kind towards that person and kind and understanding and giving them.
I don't think I was being kind, but I just said, yeah, no, this is just what happens when you get beat at fighting games.
Oh, well, that's kind.
This is a normal thing.
Yeah, we're not. We have very different about the 50-year-old man talking about the Jews on the internet,
and not feeding their daughter a can of beans that took them 6 hours to open.
But also, and if you think about it even further, it's even if the story was not real. So let's just pretend like the story was fabricated. They thought that story would be good enough that that the public needed to know. It's as if it's like, okay, so here's this fake story that kind of makes me look like an asshole. I'm going to tell everyone this story, but they're going to think that I'm right. It's like it's kind of like you'll see posts from that like "Am I the asshole?" Reddit, and you can tell that a lot of them are like clearly faked. But it's sort of like the idea of someone doing that, but more like, nah, check out this cool thing I did. And you're like, no, it's that specific.
No.
Like it's that specific energy that I think is very common. Being granddad is good though, because he's just thinking about
being
beans.
granddad.
He's thinking about
those beans.
He's just thinking about them.
Thinking about those beans.
But I can understand because sometimes you get yourself a real good thing of baked beans, and they're pretty good. You get that good baked beans. There's some like it just goes so well.
Yeah.
Just think about those beans. Yeah,
that's a somewhat good way to start the new year.
I guess. Yeah, it's just when in doubt, don't become the main character of Twitter. Just don't do it. If you could think of something, don't do it. All right, to keep on topic, Nolan, and other hot takes. Tell us your hot take about Wonder Woman 84.
Oh my gosh. So this is also the main reason I'm only watching Wonder Woman 8. Do you have like HBO Max?
I think I do. Or I think my dad does,
okay.
And I could watch it there.
Okay. Do not pay for HBO Max just to watch this movie. It is not worth it.
Yeah, I think
now if you have HBO Max and it's easily available to you, yeah, sure, might as well watch it. It's free.
Yeah, because
Do not actively try to find this movie and watch it.
yeah,
It is not good.
I think my dad like they got HBO because they were into Game of Thrones, and we all know how that turned out.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones. Wasn't That's my hot take. It's not my kind of not my kind of show.
Hey, you know what? To each his own. That's fine.
And I kind of feel like I dodged a bullet hearing how like that fucking last season went. I'm like, oh man, you ruined the one.
You did.
They ruined
Okay.
the one fucking gimmick of Game of Thrones, from what I could tell, is that anyone could die, and that was like the problem. And then they started bringing people back, and I'm like, nah, you done. Now there's no danger. All right. Anyway, Wonder Woman.
Yeah. No. Okay. So you would have seen the first Wonder Woman movie, and which might in fact be the best DC movie
Yeah,
they've made,
I
not
think
counting
we
their animated stuff,
we we
or
we we've agreed that the top tier DC movies, live action DC, are Wonder Woman and Shazam. That's
yeah.
probably one and two.
No, no more. And Wonder Woman's great. Just a good like fish out of water story. Good female empowerment movie, teaching girls that they can be strong. You know, like all that good stuff that I love.
Fights a British man in the mustache at the end. So,
Yeah, and yeah, in a big dumb CGI fight.
Listen, you need a big dumb CGI
Wonder
fight.
Woman, Wonder Woman, 1984 takes that movie and just throws it in the trash because who cares? Wonder Woman's out here doing superhero stuff. None of the other movies matter.
Yeah, because isn't that technically still in the like the Batman v Superman whatever? Like
Yes.
because like Wonder Woman, if memory serves, like came out of fucking nowhere in like the Batman v Superman, Justice League, whatever. But if you look at like Wonder Woman 84, she's just doing shit everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the plot lines in the Batman Superman storyline was, oh yeah, she was once active back in World War II, but she's been silent ever since, just being a normal person. Fucking movie opens up with her in like a 1980s mall beating up robbers in front of like 1,000 people. But no, it's okay because she throws her little crown and it like knocks out the cameras. So boom,
Oh, there you go. Problem solved.
she was never there. It's
Never
perfect.
there.
It's got yeah no. None of the fucking like 8 people that she saved are gonna bring this up.
Remember when the
And all the
Amazon
reporters
lady
obviously
showed
got
up out of
destroyed.
fucking nowhere and then used her golden lasso to fight all the guys in the mall?
Yeah, and actually, and she does. Okay, so it starts out with her doing like 5 or 6 different superhero things to people, and they're all seeing her do the superhero things.
Yeah.
It's like if Spider-Man was like working in New York City for like a year, and they're still like, oh, there's some mysterious person going around. It's like, no, it's fucking Spider-Man. He's right there. Look at
So I've
him.
so I've only
He's zipping
seen
around right now.
the Red Letter Media review, but can you attest
It's
that the movie has like two starts, where it starts with her as like a
it has
baby
the most.
and then it starts again?
So I'll actually go ahead and tell you, I tried to watch this movie like 2 times, and the first time I saw the opening, I'm like, I can't do this because it's like, so they're having some sort of competition for the so it
Some
starts
sort of
back
Amazon thing.
on the island. Not doesn't start in 1984 or any other time telling you like what's happened to Diana. It starts back on the island when she's like an 8-year-old kid and she's doing some sort of triathlon for the
Yeah.
Amazonians, and like everyone's like, Diana, this is a tough one. Like most other like full grown people give up on it. It's so hard. And she's like, oh, it's okay. I'm fine. I'm like, oh, I hope this kid just fucking gets stomped into the ground. Oh my God, no, but no, she fucking goes through it fine because I guess she's special or whatever. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, because she's super powered or God,
So they
whatever.
do the first obstacle course. She's ahead. She goes ahead. Then the next one is they're on horseback shooting arrows, and she falls off her horse because she wasn't paying attention. And she's like, I know it. I'll take a shortcut. And she like goes. It's dumb. It's the dumbest shit ever. She slides down like an aqueduct to get ahead of her horse and jumps back on it, but she misses one of the targets she was supposed to hit. And so by the time she gets to the end, they're like, "No, Diana, you can't do it. You cheated because you missed one target, so you can't finish the race." And I just look at them like, "What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, how does that cheat? Like,
How's that cheating?
yeah, no, she didn't do.
You
Yeah,
just
okay,
missed it. You deduct points
yeah,
like
like
any other race would do."
yeah, like if you're doing the
No,
slalom and you miss one, they're gonna give you like a time penalty, and then like, okay, yeah, you didn't.
it's like, "No, Diana, you took the easy way out. You cheated." It's like, "No, I fell off my horse," and I'm like, "Okay, I gotta like go through some bullshit
It's like
to
actually,
get
Diana,
back to
we're
my
taking you
horse."
like 3 seconds off, so now you're in fourth place.
It's like, "I would have won." It's like, "No, you wouldn't have, kid, because you missed your target. That's the whole
Yeah,
point of this thing."
yeah, like you didn't do it. We could
And
really do the horse race really fast if we didn't have to also shoot the arrow. It'd be really easy.
okay, fuck it. And then so I guess her aunt and her mom give her some big old speech about you got to do things the right way and be honest or whatever. I don't fucking care. I didn't care. It was dumb as shit. I'm like, let's get to the movie, and I fast forward it till boom, 1989. Walkmans and arcades, shopping malls, leg
Yeah,
warmers,
yeah.
all that crap.
The
God,
80s.
fuck. Ace, and boom, like, okay, Diana goes to a mall, saves some people, leaves, and they're like, "Wow, who's this mysterious person?" Blah blah blah, and then it's like, okay, then she just goes to her day job after that, which is the dumbest shit ever because she just looks normal in her day job. She doesn't look any different.
Yeah,
She
she's
doesn't like wear glasses or like disguise herself. She still has the same face. She's just not wearing her Superwoman suit, so anyone can figure out who she is.
they're not even doing that really cool thing I think in All Star Superman did, where it showed how when Superman's Clark Kent, he like changes his body posture, so he kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah. He like slouches.
yeah, he like slouches and puffs out his gut, so it makes him look less like cut, and he's just kind of like normal. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Okay, so literally no.
She's like,
She
I am
doesn't
super
pull her
hot
hair out. She
Amazonian
doesn't
Wonder
wear
Woman.
glasses. Yeah, she's still like fucking. That was one of the main points. So we meet our first character, which is Kristen Wiig, who is nerdy,
Oh,
as
she's
you've seen in
Ghostbusters.
all. Yeah, and as you've seen in all
She's
superhero
typecast.
movies, yeah, the nerdy woman with glasses who will eventually get powers and get jealous of the superhero.
Ah, so she's Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man too.
She's Electro. She's Eddie Brock. She's Poison Ivy. She is fucking insert. She's
The guy
Catwoman
from the
from
Green
the
Lantern
Tim Burton
movie.
one. Literally, yes. She's all of them. It's the same fucking character, and she does the exact thing you think she'd do. All right, so she's like, "Oh, hi, Diana. Nice to meet you. I'm the new person that works here." And Diana's like, "Yeah, okay, cool. Nice to meet you. Let's go hang out because now we're friends."
Yeah, because
So they hang
movie.
out. Yeah, so they hang out. Now cut into her. Was it okay? So Kristen Wiig's main thing is she like is some sort of gemologist or whatever.
Yeah, she's a rock lady.
Yeah, yeah, she does rocks, and they have this special ancient rock that they found. Like, oh, well, we need to research this, and it's got some weird ancient writing on it. Oh well, let's just deal with that later. Who cares?
Yeah, it's magic.
Until
It's a rock.
until I cannot remember. I'm pretty sure it is Max Powers.
Yeah, Max Power.
X. I fucking do. It's like something power or like something. It's like some dumb. Like it's literally it's just a Donald
Oh
Trump
man,
name
it's
of
Donald
80s
Trump. It's 80s
businessman.
Donald Trump.
It might as well be. I'm serious. And he's like, "Oh, I'm here to donate money to the museum you guys work at. But can I get a tour?" Uh, and he sees the gem and he goes, "Oh, that's it. That's the thing I've been looking for." So
His name is Max Lord.
Max Lord. Oh yeah, they're still Max Lord.
Oh, that's so
It's
stupid.
the maximum of all lords.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah, and
Apparently
so
he's
you
an
find
actual
out.
supervillain.
Oh my god,
What
that's
is his fucking power?
the worst.
What the
What is
hell?
his power? Because
I'm
I'm
looking.
gonna
No, no,
see.
keep explaining. I'm looking it up.
Is it just because it might just be money? Okay, so his whole thing is once again Trumpian businessman. He's got like this really slick office and everything looks cool, but like once you go inside of his office, there's like nobody working in there except for him and like two assistants for this entirely huge building. And you're like, oh, I get it. He's a con man. That's obvious. But this con man wants this magical gem that they seem to have at the museum, and that's why he's trying to get close to everybody. Did you find out what his powers are?
Okay, so like old Max Lord, his powers are kind of cool. He didn't have any powers, but he was just able to like resist shit, and eventually he did get like a power of suggestion where like a con man, if he talks to like the purple man, but it takes way
Oh,
longer. Like way
okay.
longer.
Okay, I can see that.
Which at least that's something. You know,
No.
I'm okay. That's better than what he turns into in Wonder Woman.
Fucking he fucking so the magical MacGuffin is a wish stone. Uh and everyone who makes it so everyone makes a wish. Kristen Wiig, who's like, man, Diana's so cool and strong and powerful. I wish I could be just like her. And she gets her wish, and like she starts getting like, it's literally like her hair. So her hair starts out like that nerdy, like ruffled.
Oh man,
Uh,
does she get like the hot lady hair?
Slowly starts. It's like the hot lady hair over time, and she's like, oh, I can walk in high heels now, and oh, my posture's better. What's going on?
I've taken off the glasses and now I'm hot.
It literally, I don't need something's going on. I don't even need these glasses anymore. It's weird. And like throws them on the ground. I'm like, oh my fucking god. No, but Diana also makes a wish. So her main dilemma is like, oh well, I've been here so long. I'm so lonely. I am so I I as a woman, I need a man. There's only one man I've ever loved. I need him. I need Steve Trevor,
Steve
Chris
Rogers.
Pine.
Yeah, I need
Fucking
Captain
god damn it.
America.
Okay, so in these movies, they're both named Steve, but both the actors are also named Chris. So it's
That's weird. That's
fucking
confusing.
annoying.
Fuck you,
Hard.
DC. Get out of here.
Fucking Steve. No, so she makes a wish to make Steve Trevor come back. And how would you guess Steve Trevor would normally come back?
Oh, they just
He just like
he'd like
a pe-
resurrect. Like they'd probably be made out of
okay,
like sand or some shit because it's like made of rocks. You know, like they'd make him like the sands would whirl up and it'd be like his body. So at the end, whenever like he dies or sacrifices, he can turn back into dust. You know.
now see that would be smart. That's not what this movie does. Steve essentially just takes his soul is put into somebody else's body.
Oh, that's no good.
So when the first time Diana meets the person that has
It's like
Steve's soul in it, he's like, Diana, it's me. And Diana's like, what? It's me, Steve. And he does like a line from the first movie. And so like you see the camera like spin around and it slowly turns into Chris Pine. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. They're just gonna keep it for this scene so we know that Chris Pine's in the body. But no, he's Chris Pine the entire time after
oh,
that.
okay.
You don't see the actual person's body once except for like one time in the mirror
Okay, because that would be way
and
more
one time at the
interesting.
end.
Like if it was
I know.
if it was like some fat guy, like that was her.
That would be oh
You know, where it's just like, hey
that'd be so
Diane, it's
good.
me.
If it was a woman, that'd be even better.
That'd be. It was. It's the
God.
Bean Grandpa. She wished for him to be back, and there he's back. Hey Diana, been thinking about those lassos.
So on top of this, Steve Rogers wakes up in someone else's house, in someone else's body.
Oh, that's not good.
Find, yeah. So this person has a living. They have their own home. They obviously have people they know.
Yeah, like he
And
stole a
he's just
man's
taken
life.
over that body. And at no point do Steve or Diana ever be like, you know what? Maybe we should fix this so we're not just taking this guy's body. They're like, no, fuck it. This is how it's going to be from now on until forever. No moral dilemmas here. I just have you back. That's all we care about.
I don't like that. That's bad.
Also, at one point, they do have sex, which means that
Ugh.
he's using the person's body to have sex with Diana.
Man, okay.
There's too much fucked up with stuff with this. Like so this was an idea of like, okay, Steve's back and he's possessing someone else's body, and that's all they thought they put into it.
Okay.
Nothing else comes out from it ever again.
Oh, I just had the comic idea of just me standing around and Wonder Woman is telling me that I had tons of sex with my dead boyfriend while he was possessing your body. Like tons of it. I'm just like, what?
No.
Like so
Can we
much.
have some more? No, sorry.
No, that was him, not you.
The continuity of this movie is fucking batshit insane. Okay, so Con Man gets the stone. He wishes that he's the stone, and he uses his infinite wishes. Essentially, he finds like a loophole, so now he can make whatever wishes he wants.
Yeah.
And so he's going around the world stealing stuff from people.
From what it looks like is that the whole fucking the Rock has like a bad consequence. It's like a monkey's paw or whatever.
Monkey's paw. They literally say, "Oh, like a monkey's paw," right?
But like when Donald Trump becomes it, when Max Trump becomes it, he basically says, "Oh, now I get to use the monkey's paw however I want." So he just tricks people to making a wish.
It's like I can make. So you make the wish, but I make what the cost is.
Yeah, and the cost is whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. I'm like, that's kind of stupid because like, what if someone wishes for like something dumb and you like dump a big ass consequence on them? That doesn't make sense. There's no rules to this. This is dumb as shit.
Or what if like you're trying to get someone to wish for someone, they say, "I wish you'd fuck off." It's like I wish you'd get.
There's literally a point where There's literally a point where like he has like full power and everyone in the world's making wishes, and someone's like, I wish you'd fucking drop dead, and then they do.
See, because like so if you like I feel like I'm the kind of person, because I know we're kind of jumping around where like if at some point the man says like he can wish whatever, you know, like you make a wish whatever, and it's he trying to get broadcast to everyone so they can all make wishes so he can get infinite power. You know what I mean? Like I feel like someone out there would have said like, I wish this man's plan wouldn't work. You know? Because he'd have to grant it.
I don't know why. So you only get one wish. I don't know why they didn't get like one of the side characters to just like use their free wish to stop everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb.
Like
there's literally a point where Steve Trevor has the guy in his hands and could make a wish easily, but nothing happens from it.
Oh, so he doesn't do it? Oh, because that would have been really cool.
No, that would have been great, really.
Okay, there's
listen. He disappears in a much stupider way. Don't worry, I'll get to that.
Okay, because this is like fucking stupid. Like there is cool things you could do here.
Anyway, they go back. So he's like trying to get all the oil from everyone else around the world. Wonder Woman chasing him down with a fighter jet that she stole from the Smithsonian.
That was fueled up and ready to go.
Fueled up, ready to go. That a guy from World War II just happens to know how to fly. It's the dumbest shit ever. And it's like, oh, how are we going to get it away? It's like, I got it. I'll make the plane invisible with a power I've never used except for once. But I don't know if it works. Bam! The power works. Okay, cool. You're going to use that later, right? No, disappear. No, never use it again. Even though
Man.
it'd be very useful power to use anytime else.
Yeah, like invisible. Because
One
Wonder
and
Woman's
done.
like
Never supposed to get
strong.
again.
You know what's really powerful in a fight? Just turning invisible.
Turn invisible.
Or even doing
Wearing a
wild shit like
special magic armor that you could just turn invisible.
or like making your lasso of truth invisible. So then like they get caught and like, oh shit.
There's a lot of MacGuffin weapons in this. There's
Yeah,
like a magical armor that you see once, and the guy's like, "Hey, what's that?" It's like, "Oh, that's magical armor." Okay, that's it. Maybe it'll come back later. Who
that's
cares?
the magical Amazon armor that lets an Amazon fight the villain if she ever loses her powers for some reason. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Monkey's fall for Diana is she's losing her powers, and we see that when she's like getting shot up by a bunch of like Egyptian armed forces after she tries to save two kids and fucking like rolls them into the ground as she's trying to save them. Fucking crushes them. It's the funniest scene. It's the funniest fucking scene in that movie because you just see like the crappy looking dolls as she's like rolling across the fucking concrete. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'll listen. I'll find that bit and like
Put
clip
it.
it because it's so fucking funny. It is so fucking funny. I lost my shit for like 10 minutes. All right. So now, Trump Lord is now going around doing everyone's wishes and just like taking whatever positions they have in return.
Yeah, he's just stealing everything.
Until he gets like up to the president and he's like, "Hey, president, I'll make any wish you want come true." And he's like, well, it's Cold War, so I want some more nukes near the Russians. And he's like, all right, you got it. And for my cost, I'm just gonna have everyone treat me like the president. And it's like, okay, cool. And the Russians are like, these fucking American assholes just put nukes right next to us. Fucking load our nukes up.
It makes you think.
That's an act of war.
It really makes
like, oops.
like someone would have realized, like the president of the United States could have made like a better wish. Because at least that backfiring.
So his wish is, I wish we had more nukes, not I wish the Russians had less nukes.
Or I wish we won the Cold War. Like you could. There's a lot of wishes that you could go for other than like, yeah, I wish I had some more guns. When you already have some, like, doesn't do anything.
I wish capitalism ran rampant through the USSR. Boom! Yeah, there it is. It's done.
Yeah, like you could
fix all the main problem there.
You could do a lot more.
Worry about communism anymore.
Yeah, you could do a lot more than just be like, I want like 4 more tanks.
Every person in this movie is an actual idiot. There's no one that's smart or uses their brain.
I think that's on the vibe I'm getting is that the plot is happening and everyone is stupid to make the plot happen.
On Kristen Wiig, Kristen Wiig's like going around doing research for them while they're flying around the world. So like they're in Egypt. They call Kristen Wiig, hey, find out this thing about this. Like, oh wait, actually I do. I have a lead right now. I'm gonna go meet him. Like, cool. All right.
Okay. So
opening it up, and then Wonder Woman and Steve are already there, from like halfway across the world.
That doesn't.
It doesn't make sense. I know.
Is this movie worse than Suicide Squad?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's still enjoyable to watch. It's just dumb as shit.
Okay, it's just dumb.
So they talk to the guy. They figure out what the wish stone is. And it's like, okay, well, so you can actually just easily negate the bad things that happen to you. You just have to say, I renounce my wish. out loud. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Really?
So that's all you have to do to deactivate the wish.
Oh
And everything
man,
disappears.
that's like a great penalty. I guess it's like okay, because I'm assuming that not everyone knew how to do that though.
No, no.
Like he's not
Like,
telling you how to renounce your wish.
They just figured it out, and it's like, no.
Okay, because that would make the movie way more different if like everyone knew they could turn off their wish at any time. But then you'd have to be a smart movie.
So here's the problem. That happens halfway through the movie, and then it happens right before the president gets his wish, and they go to the White House to confront Trump Powers, or
Okay.
Max Trump.
Yeah, Max Trump.
Max Trump. So they could have just walked in like, "Hey, President, if you renounce your wish,
You
none of this
become
shit
the
will
president
happen."
again.
Yeah.
And you
Okay,
don't have to say it while
so,
he's around. You
they're-
can just
they're-
say it.
You can say it whenever you want.
Oh, that's fucking lame. Like
I know.
if you had to be like he had to hear it or he had to like then that's something, but you can just turn it off. That's dumb. This movie's dumb.
Turn it off whenever. So the president's like, "Oh yeah, here, there's this new thing we have. It's like the super broadcast thing. It rains particles down and touches everything. And so the main point of you getting your wish is you have to touch him to get your wish." He goes, "Wait, particles touch everything?"
Oh, that's stupid.
Like he's assuming that will like make him be able to get everyone else's wishes. I'm like, well, hold on a second here. If particles touch everything, aren't you touching everyone constantly?
That doesn't make any
Max
sense.
Power. Why aren't you just constantly giving everyone their wish whenever?
Yeah. That doesn't
But whatever. We have to get to the secret bunker with the fucking big ass antenna.
okay,
And now Kristen Wiig is like, I don't want to give up these Wonder Woman powers I now have.
I'm a cheetah.
So I'm gonna join the bad. She literally says, I want to be an apex predator.
She becomes
I'm like,
a cheetah.
why?
Man.
I'm like, why would you want to be just be like, I want to be a really strong, powerful woman. Isn't that what you want to be?
I want to be strong enough to beat up Wonder Woman in a fight, even if she had Amazon armor.
I want to be a furry.
Yeah,
That should have been the actual.
That would have been
That's what
okay.
should be.
So like, if this movie were sillier, I think it would have like, because what it sounds like is the movie's trying to be serious and heartfelt, but if it was like goofy, I think it would have been worked way better.
Oh, it would have been great. It would have been fantastic.
Like she just goes, "I
No,
like to be a
it gets
cat
too
lady,"
serious.
or she said some kind of like,
If it was
you
If
think-
it was literally that, I would be happy with this movie.
Yeah, because then like she's just like, you think I'm some kind of cat lady? Fine, I'll be a cat lady, and then she turns into a cheetah lady and fights her.
If you had went to her house, okay, if there's a point where like you see Kristen Wiig at her house and she has like 2 or 3 cats, I'd be like, okay, there it is.
Yeah,
That's the point. I got it. Never.
or
You
like
see her house, animal.
see, because you could have had a scene where Wonder Woman is trying to convince her to lose her powers, and she goes, "I'm not losing this up. You want me to be some kind of like lonely cat lady? Fine, I wish I was a cat lady." And then she turns into a cheetah lady, and then they fight. You know?
Okay, so Kristen Wiig is kicking Superwoman's or Wonder Woman's ass because Wonder Woman's monkey's paw was she loses her powers. So she's like, I have to get my full strength back in order to fight Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, the
He's
cheetah.
like, the only way to do that is to renounce my wish. And she's like, goodbye, Steve, and kisses him and like leaves him at a bus station. And then as she's running away, she goes, I renounce my wish. So you don't see him like leave the body or do anything.
It's just.
You're just like, well, I guess he's dead, I assume.
I think
I don't know.
there are multiple peoples whose consent is just ruined there, like both the ghost and the guy.
Well, here's the problem. The apocalypse is going on right now, and the crowds are just. I'm sorry, the streets are just flooded with people rioting.
Yeah, for
And
this,
so you just left this guy in the middle of a riot.
the
not
last
knowing where
time,
he is.
the last time he went to bed, like 2 weeks ago, and then he woke up in the middle of like the apocalypse, like in the middle of the street. Like, what the hell?
It's literally really it. But like, this is my other thing. It's like, Diana, you don't know if renouncing the wish actually works or not. Maybe you should see if Chris Pine's body leaves,
Yeah.
or Chris Pine's soul leaves that guy's body to be sure that's how the actual magic works. No, I guess it works. Okay, the end. Then she learns how to fly because she had a conversation with her Chris Pine about, hey, flying just makes sense. You ride the wind, and she like lassos a cloud. It's a fucking 5-minute flight scene where she's like lassoing clouds and lightning and shit and flying around. Like, get to the point. Fucking go do the
No,
final
that's the
battle.
point.
Get this movie over. I do not care. It's supposed to be like this nice, like, heartwarming moment. I'm like, I do not give a shit anymore. Come on, speed this up. Get to the big dumb final fight. Okay, Wonder Woman gets the bunker. She's wearing her big old Valkyrie armor on, with like the big old wings, and then she gets into a fight with Cheetah.
Yeah.
While she's fighting Cheetah, even though Cheetah can't attack her if she's wearing the wings.
Yeah, that doesn't. No, that doesn't. I thought the wings were there because
know.
she didn't need her powers.
No, she gets her powers back after she renounces the deal.
No, but that's stupid. Then why does she have like the armor with wings?
I know.
No, that doesn't make any. No, I'm telling movie.
Armor for the new Wonder Woman toy.
I understand, but like,
Really?
shouldn't she be like, okay, I need to get this armor, and the armor lets me fly, and then I fly there and fight Cheetah, but I'm losing, and the armor's breaking, and then I gotta renounce my wish, but I do it like midair so I can fly up and punch her.
Really starts flying without the armor.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
No, first time you see her flying, she has no armor on. She has her normal clothes.
That's no.
Cheetah's attacking her, and she's like blocking it with the wings, and then she's like, all right, time to take the wings off. And then Cheetah starts kicking her ass again, but now she doesn't have a way to defend herself.
That's dumb.
And she's like, all right, I got it. She's like, okay, renounce your wish. Okay, then they fall into water, and then there's like power lines flying everywhere. She's like, renounce your wish, please do it. And she was like, no, I'll never do it. It's like, oh well. And then just like holds her underwater while the power line hits the water and shocks her.
Ooh.
I'm like, oh, I'm like, I guess she's dead now.
She's
no,
dead.
Pulls her out. She's fine. She's just, no, she's fine. Pulls her out of the water. She's just breathing hard.
Oh.
That's all.
No,
the big final confrontation with the guy.
That would have been way cooler if Wonder Woman just killed her.
Yeah.
Just iced her.
5 people that there's like 8 or 9 different people. No one dies in the movie. All right, but there's multiple times when like that guy should be dead. Like the first bad guys in the mall robbery, she like takes them and like throws them like 20 feet above onto like a cop car, and it like dents in. I'm like, oh, those guys are dead, right? And like, no, they're like, oh.
Yeah, because it's like it's the goofy superhero movie.
It's literally killed people in World War One. She would not have a problem.
Yeah, like I remember like when they tried to reboot Wonder Woman in one of the comics, they basically turned her into Kratos, where she was just fucking dudes up constantly. And it's like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Like that's like she's not Batman or Superman. Superman's not gonna kill.
Just make her girl Kratos.
Yeah, no, girl Kratos Wonder Woman is such a good idea. Just fucking people up. Like if I had to do a Wonder Woman or whatever, that's where my Wonder Woman would be.
She gets to the end. Gotta stop. These wishes are gonna destroy the world. He's like, hi, I don't care.
Yeah, he wouldn't care.
Americans, it's like, we want what we want. We'll take.
Doesn't he have like an estranged son or something?
Into your heart. A strange Chinese son that you see like 3 times in the movie.
That's dumb.
And he looks like, oh no, my son, he is not gave gave a shit about his son the entire movie, and he's like, "My son, I must save him." Like, he goes, "I renounce my wish," and then like runs out of the room, out of the bunker, somewhere in the United States. Helicoptered in, so it's probably far away.
Does he like have any
Gives,
consequences to him?
About you. As far nobody shows up and arrests him. He doesn't get like his comeuppance in any form of like getting hurt or killed. Literally at the end of the movie, he goes, finds his son.
That means
like immediately, which once again, he's like fucking out in the middle of nowhere on an island, and just magically gets to his son. He hugs him and he's like, "All right, son, let's go live our life," and then leaves.
That's that. He
Commits
got
some war crimes.
He got away with it.
Some genocides.
The villain gets away
100%.
with it and has a happy ending.
Screen says, Wonder Woman looks at the screen and says something about, hey, it's all about truth. You got to be true to yourself.
And truth.
It's some other dumb shit. I don't know. They're trying to stuff a lesson in this. It's dumb as fuck. Who cares? Goofy. Wonder Woman runs back into the body that Chris Pine stole and is like, hey, you're kind of cute. You want to go out? And that's it.
Oh, that sucks.
Fucking dumb as shit.
Anyway, it sounds bad.
Okay, well, more DC's back on its old bullshit.
It's back.
I'm kind of glad. I kind of wish this movie did come out back in the summer where it would bomb like crazy.
But of course,
so they wouldn't do anything else like this.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
They got really lucky this time.
To close it out, I watched Nicolas Cage movie called Jiu-Jitsu. It's fucking embarrassing. Do not watch it. It makes the direct-to-DVD Tremors film look like Avengers Endgame in terms of CG. It is really bad. Don't watch it. Not even worth talking about. Real bad. That's it for me.
No, save that. Let's talk about that some other.
Okay, I'll talk.
I will watch that. And we'll talk about it.
Holy fuck! It is bad. It is like there's like I like bad Nicolas Cage films. This is embarrassing.
Jesus Christ! This is a 2020 movie.
Yeah, it's a 2020 movie. This film is embarrassing. It is
This does not look like a 2020 movie.
It is. Nicolas Cage actually is fine in it. Like he does his best, but everything else is embarrassing. Anyway, on that teaser. Later days. Bye.
Bye.